When you're trying to create a swing that feels natural and effortless, you need to create elastic tension. Part of that elastic tension is coming from your lead arm. So when you're setting up to hit your shot, you need to make sure that this lead arm is stretching across your body. Ideally, you want to have the lead arm get to the opposite side of your head, because when you're doing this, you're creating more tension through your arm, and it also runs down your back right here. So as I stretch out, it's not just that I'm putting my arm out away from me, but I'm actually pulling it behind my head over here. And when I do that, I'm able to feel the tension through my arm and down my back. With the lead arm stretched out like this, as we transition our weight forward for a brief second, especially on the forehand, since you don't have both hands connected to the racket, you want to feel like this lead arm actually gets a little bit closer into your body. So the upper arm portion is going to be getting closer into your chest. Now, you don't want your forehand to be swinging where you just leave your arm close and you swing around your body, but you do want to feel like this tension is getting a little bit tighter just for that split second as your weight moves forward or your hips barely start to open before you pull across to get the swing moving. So if it's a forehand or a backhand, it doesn't matter if that's a single-handed or a two-handed backhand. As you're swinging, you're setting up, and that initial movement, so with the single-handed backhand, you're automatically getting the hand to get to the opposite side of your head. You're automatically pulling it back, and then you're letting this swing. But if you want to feel like it's getting pulled along, or there's an elastic effect of just kind of snapping forward, you need to create that stretch. So the more that you push your arm away from you and you allow for this feeling of the arm to be getting closer into your chest as that initial weight transfer happens. So I'm setting up and I'm allowing this to feel like it pulls in. So if I'm feeling like the racket has stayed in the same spot, but I'm starting to move forward as I do this, this feels like the arm is getting closer into the body. And from there, as you rotate, then it stays connected to the body. And if you're doing that from a two-handed backhand perspective, you're still once again taking the racket back. What people mess up with on the two-handed backhand is they'll end their starting position or the unit turn out of that, and they'll basically have their hands even with their head. So you're not creating any stretch or tension on that lead arm, which allows you to just kind of push away from your body, and it doesn't feel like you have any power on that shot. The more that you get this hand, the lead arm, stretched behind your head, now as you step into your shot, when the body starts to move, and if you're feeling like the racket's staying in the same spot, the lead arm gets a little tighter into the body, and as you rotate, now you're much more connected with the pull that's going to allow you to have a swing that's connected to your body weight power. On the forehand side, you're setting up, and we've got that stretch, and we're not going to be leaving it here the whole time because that's not going to be fluid for our swing. But once you're here, you do kind of want to feel like it comes in before you end up pulling away, and now your swing is going to be more connected with your body. So if you're thinking about this, how do both arms connect to the swing? If your lead arm is not doing anything, if your lead side of your body is not doing anything, then just by focusing only on the racket, you're neglecting how the lead side of your body is really being connected to the swing. So you're always going to be using your arm if there's nothing that's going on with the lead side. But if I can create the tension from the lead side, now as I transfer my weight into this shot, and everything is much more connected to the pull that I'm trying to get with this racket to be driving through my shot. Hopefully that's a clear and easy tip for you to try in your swing. If you like this content, remember to like, comment, and subscribe.